oh my god, for a while. So anyway, welcome to the channel. I'm still out here in Africa. A lot of you guys have been wondering like, where is this too much talking? So I am still here in Africa. We are moving, every single time I have so much going on, I have to stay back here because you know Africa is what the heart is. The heart. What's your heart? The heart. That's what the heart is. So, I stay a longer time here actually. So I'm trying to fix my hair, okay, you guys? If you have a short hair, short hair is really hard to maintain. People think like it's really easy, but short hair is hard to maintain. Um, I am out here in Africa, you guys. For those who have been following me, I'm still out here in Africa. You guys have been asking like, hey, are you back in the U.S.? When are you coming back? Look, I'm tired of the U.S. Okay, so y'all need to really stop asking me when I'm coming back to the U.S. because I'm not. I'm actually not coming back to the US any moment from now. Ah, I'm trying to do my hair long. Okay, so you guys tell me, like, should I like get my hair back to like weave or like keep it like this? I'm just joking. So I'm out here in Africa. I've been to well, I was in Liberia for 3 weeks, almost a month, and now I'm in GH. A lot of you guys always ask me like, why you always go to Ghana? Well, I have two businesses in Ghana, so I always have to come to Ghana. All right, so I do like management. So I have two of my clients in Ghana, specifically my artist and my influencer, and actually I have my soccer players, so I represent soccer players as well. So I'm a manager to a lot of soccer talents, and I'm a manager to Gizino, the artist. I'm a manager to Corporal Brown Skin, who she's like an influencer. So I'm a manager, so I have to see my clients, okay? The people who I work with, I have to see them. And then the other thing is I do real estates. Too many notifications, you guys. Um, and then I also do real estate. So every time I come to Ghana, it's not to have fun. Well, obviously I have fun too when I come to Ghana. But the most important thing is like I come here to see my clients, to scout new players. My goal this year really is to scout a lot of Ghanaian players. I know I've tried to help players from LIB, but this is my business. And as much as I love Liberia so very much to my heart, I have to prioritize my business. Everything I have been doing for Liberia in terms of soccer talents or like just getting talent and helping to promote them has been for sentiments. And I can't be sentimental in a lot of my things that I do in Africa, okay? And Liberian players, really, Liberian players. After this, my player from Liberia leaves this transfer window, I'm done. I'm done with Liberian players. I'm done. And we have these opportunities. And for me, I have agents everywhere. I have agents in Sweden. I have agents in Italy. I have agents in the UK. I have agents in Morocco. So if I push Liberian players and they're not serious, I have to like think Ghana and Nigeria and go get them from there and take them, get my management cut, which is 20%, get my 30,000 cut, which is the initial sign-up fee, and I just bye-bye. So for you people who are always telling me that Liberian player, I can't bring Liberian player into me. I'm just tired of the complacency. I'm just tired of people not wanting to put in so much work. Okay, and that's I don't know what wrong with us really. And so I'm done. I'm done helping Liberian players. So no more. After this, my player is gone. This transfer market, I told him, I said, Edward, I'm gonna make sure I take you from Liberia this year. And so I'm doing everything I can to take him to Europe. After that Liberian player, yes, yeah, man, I work with Liberian player again. I don't know, but maybe like Jesus Christ not come down and talk to me. But I tell you, I'm done. Okay. So anyway, so you guys have already been wondering like when I'm coming back to the US. To be quite honest with you guys, I'm tired of the US. I'm very tired. Okay. Um, I'm actually planning on relocating to Africa. I think I've said this many times. But once I'm able to find a good supervisor for my healthcare business in the US there, I think I will move. I really think I will move. Um, because to be quite fair, eh, when I'm home in the US there, I work from my house. I pay a lot for my home, well, for my apartment, for my vehicle, which of course I would still have, and just a lot of unnecessary spending. Okay, and honestly, when I go to Liberia, I have my own house. I don't pay anything. When I come to Ghana, I have my own apartment. I don't pay anything. You get? So, your question of me coming to the US is to see my family. All right. And then somebody said, "Oh man, don't get that Liberian blood look." I don't think anybody here. I mean, I don't know any of you guys that are on here. I don't know who's on here. I love Liberia very dearly to my heart, but we need to be very serious at things that we do. Okay, if you are a carpenter, you need to perfect being a carpenter. If you're a soccer player, football player, you need to perfect being a football player. You need to have discipline. You need to go for training. You need to minimize women business. Okay, because you're trying to elevate yourself. So you need to apply focus. If you're working with people in a team, you need to ensure that your management knows what it is that you're signing, what deals are coming your way, that you need to communicate all of these things. Then I believe Liberian players, most of them, not disciplined. Anything you do in this life, you need to be very disciplined. Very disciplined. That does not mean you don't have barriers to progress. You do, but you have to be disciplined. And that's a lot of them are lacking that. And that's why you see like the quality is not just that we don't have the best football page in the country, we don't have the money, it's because the mind also. The mind is not there. So instead of me always hurting my head about this player, this Liberian, this and that, I will give myself pressure. If I continue to work in Liberia for sentiments, I would definitely give myself pressure because one aspect, okay, just one, of the reason why our players don't go to Europe, okay? First of all, you check the transfer market, they're not on there. In order to get on the transfer market, you need an agent to place you on there or a representative. Like for me now, I can put players on the transfer market and I need to assign values to them. So this is what I try to help Liberian players from a private perspective instead of waiting for their scouts, the agents to reach out to other people. I can do that for them. But here's the thing, I'm very focused when it comes to my business. So if I see somebody trying to ruin that, we are no longer friends. Okay, you feel me? So the sentiments will have to go aside. So my partner agent says, Emma, we're going to focus to Ghana and Nigeria. Does that hurt my heart? Yes. But is this business? Yes. So I really have to focus on that. So that's it. The other reason why I come to I'm doing this like some people I know. The other reason why okay, let me get serious. The other reason why I come to Ghana, I have some real estate developments over here, mostly Takrade, but I'm trying to spread it out to Abuja. And many of you guys say, "Oh, Emma, you need to put all this money to Liberia." Da, da. Look, to put all my resources in Liberia, I have to bring money there. If I have my real estate business as well going in Ghana, where do you think I'm taking my money? If I put my money in my bank account, don't you think I can transfer it to Liberia to make more business? Hey, come on, people, y'all need to think. Oh, I beg, oh, I beg. This is my portfolio. Oh my God! Somebody told me, Emma, you always switch between Kokwa, Nanja, and Ghanaian. We move. So part of the thing is I need to acquire and also to like elevate my business in that regard. And then the other aspect I come here for is my artist Jazino. So I manage Jazino. You guys probably know this song that I've been ringing, but that's not the only song my artist has, okay? Butter My Bread. Butter My Bread has been on global charts, okay? Butter My Bread is like top 6 on Shazam global Afrobeat chart. We are charting. It's Grace hard work. So I come here, I try to, see what's happening, what we can do in the Ghanaian market, and how we can elevate, how we can really mobilize some team members before, as we are peaking in Europe, then we can see like how we can get team members all over the place to elevate this music. And I told him, you are the only artist I will work with, only Liberian artist, because he's very disciplined and he does have Liberia at heart. And so when people say, oh, the first artist from Liberia to blow, it makes me happy, because then Liberia is getting on the map musically. So you guys see, like, all my things I do it for sentiments, right? It's still because at the end of the day, it's Liberia, patriot, putting Liberia first. The young man is dedicated. The young man is like fighting for Liberia, trying to like make sure that we are heard outside as well. And so me being a member or his manager is to make sure we continue to elevate and to reduce complacency, so that it's Butter My Bread does not become the only song, but we have more songs so that Liberia is recognized as far as music. And then after this, you can see now people are going to be checking out. Hey, Charlie. This Charlie. Oh. You see, that's the eater that's making that noise. Oh, the guy's gone. Oh. All right. So he's not going to be the only artist. So now, if people recognize that this guy is a Liberian, they want to check out other Liberian artists. Like he already said, like MC Kato, like J Slot, like King Dennis. You guys, if you don't listen to Liberian music, my point is, when people can see this artist, they'll be very curious and try to check out Liberia in some ways. Let me just think about it. So we are working here in Ghana to like gain some level of exposure, but the song Liberia has peaked, okay, across this region. And so now it's to like to really mobilize and go to Europe, USA, and at the end of the day, Mama Liberia name is on the map. That's just the bottom line. So that's part of the reason why I come to Ghana. So we're going to be heading to Nigeria very soon for other business things. So that's the response to everyone who's asking. That's the response to everyone who's asking, like, why I'm in Ghana at the moment. That's the reason. But I was in Liberia. Let me tell you guys something. My love for Liberia just doesn't. I don't know how to describe it. Okay, it's a bittersweet time in Liberia. There are a lot of sacrifices that I have to do when I'm in Liberia, and some of them are manageable, right? And some of them are just will make you want to run away, type of thing. Especially me working like 35 minutes per day from my house to my vehicle. Look, that's too much, and that's because we don't have the infrastructure that we need in order for some of us to get to our homes. We talk about roads. And that's why I always plead to people on this channel and Liberians in general. Look, if you have a property somewhere in Liberia and you want to develop it, talk to your neighbors. You guys mobilize and fix the road. Okay? The government, let me tell you, I guarantee government not gonna fix your road. You have to mobilize, find some level of leadership in your body to go around and find neighbors who are looking to build. Because I'm telling you, I'm giving you like a open code. You wait for the government, your road will never get built. You will never have your road constructed. And then now for someone like me, then you start to struggle to get into your house. So what I have been doing, my team on the ground, I told them, I said, look, I had to even do like assessment for different roads and different routes to get there. Okay, my car got stuck many times. I even got frustrated at my driver. I'm like, why you pass here? He said, but you don't want to go yet. But But it's a sad thing. It made me angry all the time. Like, oh my God, why am I like stressing myself so much when I could just enjoy and be on a cold breeze somewhere? You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to just really push. But you know, a person can push for so long, right? And then they get tired. You know what I mean? So like, when we are buying properties, we need to really ask our neighbors to come together to fix the road. I found out Bowie, right, Foundation, one of her roads, it has a mine place to my house. So you know what I did? I asked people, do you know Lima Bowie's? Do you know Lima Bowie's? She's doing this road, but she paused. I want to know why she paused. People said, oh, the people she brought, they did the money, they did this, that. I asked another person, do you know Bowie? Can I have her number? I met somebody on the plane. Surprisingly, this girl, I know her. She said, hey, Emma, what's up, girl? How's your project? And we started talking. And she said, oh, you know, I'm on the board for Lima Bowie. And I'm thinking, huh? It's so funny because I was looking for this lady number the whole time. From conversation to the next, you know, she told me, she said, oh, I'm on her board. We are working on this one road. So I said, what are you talking about? And so she told me, and I was shocked. I said, you know, I've been looking for this lady so we can really put funds together, resources together to fix this road. And luckily for me, that girl gave me the number. But my staff went to check now. She's constructing 3 bridges, okay? And after that, then I have to do the red dirt all the way to my house. And they told me the number of loads. And you know, I told them, look, that would be my contribution. That would be my contribution, not only because of me, but people are going to drive on that road. But the mentality that we have in Liberia, some of them there, when you go to them and say, hey, you know, we need to fix the road, you know what they tell you? Oh, I don't have a car. Huh? So you don't have a car. So you will never have building material guys come in here to bring your goods because you don't have a car. Wouldn't they need it to take your goods there? So the people will tell you, oh, ma, I can't help you because I don't have a car. Whoa. So if I build that road now and I put tow booth or tow roll and try to like charge people, then I'm bad, right? So the mentality that we have, honestly, you guys, we need to change. We need to change. We need to change. So every time you try to buy a piece of property, mobilize people so we can fix these roads. Because once you have road and electricity somewhere, you automatically bring development. People are going to build, people are going to move there, and you start to see like things forming within the area. But if you don't have that in the whole community, I mean, where my house is, my people, I'm the only one with solar lights because I have like floor lights. So the moment you decide to get like closer to my fence, all my lights are coming on. Everyone sees that, oh my God, you know, why? When all these houses there, why will you be in the darkness because you say, oh, or why will you say you can't walk on it, you can't face the road because, oh, you don't have a car? So this mentality, we need to start. If we can just all get together, put money together, and start to do some of these projects, things will move along just fine. I'm telling you, the government will not face your road, though. The government will not face your road. You really sit there and have gray hair, and you born your children will have gray hair, and then the children will born and have gray hair. It's not good. So that was one thing I noticed. The other thing I noticed in Liberia, you know, you guys, we like to have one of everything. Just one person have this. So you tell me why my glasses, you guys. Tell me, it's actually really sickening, actually. Okay, I'm doing this. I'm telling you guys so that we can actually open our eyes. Okay, why do we only have one bakery? When I mean one bakery, it's a central bakery where it opens at this time. Everybody stand in long line and then go buy bread and take it to the shop. Go buy bread, take it to the shop, and still wait for the people to open again. Why? Only one bakery. They call town bakery. So you want to tell me you can't build small little bakery and try to supply? Why must things just be one? So do you know what you're contributing to the economy? Nothing. Do you know the problem you're causing as well? Because if there's only one bakery If you want that bread, and I sell it for $10, you really want that bread, you will buy it. But if there were 10 bakeries, I can no longer sell that bread $10. There's no way in hell. Because the next person right there will sell it 7. I might even go down the street, that person sell it $5. There's a competition. But everybody want to build nightclubs, you guys. It's too much, oh. It's too frustrating, oh. It's too frustrating, I swear. We need to open our eyes to different things. Now, you see I'm in Ghana here, right? If I tell you, say I not leave this house for more than 2 days, I lie to you. Today I want to have a meeting with some real estate colleagues. That's the only time they say, but Emma, you don't leave your house. Oh. And I said, Charlie, why? I can order my food, it come to my door, like I'm in America. Charlie, I can order my groceries, but the only thing is I like to go and pick my fruits. That's the only reason I don't go order my groceries. But I can order my groceries and they come to my house. Yes, in Liberia. There's only one. But the one is so specified to the ladies' restaurant, Evelyn's. So let's say I don't want Evelyn's food. Then nobody can deliver food to my house. At Evelyn's, the lady, she's behind, I think 13th Street, 14th Street, around that area. She cooks Liberian food. And the distance that she goes, as far as farthest distance, is the rehab area. So she's open between the morning hours to like maybe 6. So if I'm hungry at 7 and I need food delivered to my house, I can't have that, because Evelyn is the only one that delivers in terms of that kind of food. The other people are just mostly like Central Monrovia, Sincor area, but very limited. You guys, we need to wake up. We need to wake up. Too many opportunities are passing us by. Too many opportunities are just passing us by. We wonder why things are so expensive in the country, but that is the reason why things are so expensive. Because we have very limited competition. I'm putting my old lady glasses back on. When you have limited competition, prices will increase, because you know what? You don't have a choice. It's almost. There are 3 basic things in this life that we need: shelter, food, and clothes. If we don't even have competition for food, like for simple groceries, if I'm selling a crate of eggs for $5, you have no choice but to buy it. You have no choice. But if I have another poultry, and poultry, hey, how am I know I need to sell my eggs $2.50? But everything is just one. Is it because you have 1 star on your flag? So everything will just be Is it you have 1 star on your flag? Is it by force you have 1 flag, 1 star on your flag? So everything must be 1. Oh, it's bad, Charlie Pa. But no, let's be serious here. Some of these things, the starting cost is not even $20,000. I'm being quite fair. Especially what I just referenced, the bakery. The starting cost to construct such a building will not even cost you more than $15,000. To get it operational will not cost you more than $7,000. You're operating at $22,000. You guys, wake up. Everything just can be one. It made me frustrated in the whole country. Imagine. Hey, Charlie, we can do better, oh my people. So you guys, then we come to real estates in the country. People, okay. The income ratio, look at the income ratio, right? To cost of things, okay? If I'm making $100 a month in Liberia, again, $100, okay, I'm being very modest because some people don't even make that, and the general population very unemployed. And I want to live somewhat decent, somewhat. Oh, I'm just saying somewhat. The choice I have for a decent apartment is over $1,000. So if I have $100, please tell me how exactly I'm gonna be living in a $1,000 apartment. And let's just say I don't want to live in a $1,000, or maybe a $300, maybe somewhat decent. And my income is only $100. How can I? But do you know why? People cannot afford. Okay, people just cannot afford because what they earn is far below what the things are being priced at. And then you try to find a decent place, and somebody charging $150 per night, $108 per night. But you are living in the diaspora, okay? And yeah, you are trying to be economical and try to like save some money. And all your options are just 100, 120, 130, 150, 160, 180, 200, 270. Hey, because there's no competition. Okay? So you just want to be comfortable, have air condition, have lights, just the basic things in life, okay? But you can't do that because somebody is pricing you so high. Like, seriously, why? Seriously, why? You see, yes, just the thing. You see, I have a rental car in Liberia. I rent my vehicle. Every time I'm gone, I rent it. You should, before I was renting my car for $70. And then I asked myself something. Liberian will not even leave the state and want to pay $70 because in the first place, even in the America, people don't even pay that amount for cars. So I reduced my price to $50, and then I have Wi-Fi, and then I will have a scratch card for you. So when my people pick you up, they give you that scratch card. You guys can ask Latasha. You gave her scratch card. Wi-Fi was in the car, and she paid far less than $70. I'm not doing it because I'm foolish. I'm doing this because I want people to have access to things. So my point is, if we have more, if we have a lot of people, or if we had a lot of people renting cars at the same price as I am, people are going to the country and be like, okay, I have transportation. And even sometimes I reduce my price to $45 for my car. I have an SUV. Okay, I even have a driver, and the driver price is within that. I don't put my car on rent because I want to make profit. To be quite honest with you guys, I do that because of access. I want people who contact me, hey Emma, can we get your car, can we rent your car, for them to feel comfortable being in the country, for them to feel comfortable to move around. That's part of the reason I don't want to do rent a car business. That's just too much headache. But I just rent my one vehicle to people, partially because they give my staff work, okay, when I'm not there. And then two, for people to be very comfortable when they go, they have free movement. But if we, like I said, if I have more vehicles at that price, more people will likely rent from me because my price is reduced. And I have provided Wi-Fi for them, and SIM card when they get to the airport. Make their life easy. These some of these things, these petty things, that's what we need in the country. Okay, it's getting dark. I need to take my glasses off. Sorry. You guys, I'm being silly today because you know when I'm tired and I have so much to do and I'm stressed, yeah, I can be laughing. And this is exactly what's happening, but I'm really, really stressed. So we need. Oh, but the airport is very close by, you guys. Oh shit! No. The airport is right there. Actually, the airport is right there. You guys can see, right? Yeah, the airport is very, very close. So anyway, shit. All right, so yeah, the investment group thing actually, Yeah, here's the thing about the investment group. All right, let me take my glasses off and be a little bit serious here. Here's the thing about the investment group, you guys. It's good for the what we have for the Broadview area for the resort, and trying to build those along the oceanfront side. And then the next thing we did, we started to do a shopping center. We have a shopping center investment group actually. So we have about 8 people, I think. Andrea, we need 10, so we have 8. But then we I think we put out words for 2 men. Because there are too many women. So 2 men like-minded. So we have that, right? So we have the shopping centers. So that would include cafes. That would include beauty salons and barbershops. That would include pharmacy. That would include DHL, postal, DHL, like, because DHL is very prominent in Liberia, so we were looking for another, like, courier. So we have DHL, we have Mini Mart. Yeah, we have Mini Mart in the shopping center. And we have money services and something else. I have to look at our proposal and plan. So we have that. We have shopping centers that are coming. Premier Shopping Center, watch out for it. So we are gonna franchise it, you guys. So we can only do, for me, like, I can't share myself everywhere, you guys. So Andrea is leading that one. Thank God, this girl, she's so determined. I'm happy she's part of it. So I brought the idea to everyone. I brought the investors in, the people that are in the group, and Andrea and I is leading the charge. I can take myself from there now in terms of leading that group, and then go to something else. But you see, people have to also be interested in these things. I can't just always come up and say, oh, this and this, this and this, this and that. And also, I believe in, like, progress. Some people say, oh, every day she talks about this community, we don't see houses. Rome was never built in 1 day, 2 days, or 3 months. In order to have community development structure, you see where I am right now? This is not a hotel. This is a community where 2006, when I was in Ghana, was never here before. But this place, look, this is not a household. This is a community. Let me the apartment community. Let me just tell you right now. Okay, that's the gate right there. Okay, all right. So, but when you really ask about this area, not government, government not build a place here. This place, the people in this area are the same people that are from in this area, Ghana. I mean, people come together. They understand the importance of development. Okay, so if I come up with ideas of, like, let's do community, and people see that the foundation needs to be there before the elevation, then they talk about, oh, Emma, every day you talk about community, we don't see houses. Before you start seeing houses on a piece of property or in a community, you need to have a road. This is some of the things I've been talking about. Y'all want to just start building houses, no road to get there. It doesn't make any sense. So you need to have a road, and then you need to have water system. That's all we are doing right now as a community. We are putting those things together before the structure. Some of you guys, you're just criticize and talk things, but honestly, this community development, we are taking our time. You guys have seen, we've done the road. The water project is almost done. Actually, the guys are going to be done by next week. Once they are done, people can now start building the houses. Before people, as people are building their houses, we are thinking about fencing. Okay, so these are, like, things that we have to do, we have to put in place before the actual houses can start being built. Now, I talk about shopping centers. We are franchising it. That means when we have it in Broadville, anybody want to buy it, they can have it in Grand Baza. They can have it in Nimba. They can have it in Ghana. They can have it in West Africa, East Africa, South Africa, North Africa, Central Africa. They can have it everywhere. It's franchise. That is the idea, because I cannot do everything. There's no way in hell. All these things, we need group to come together, like-minded individuals, to really be focused to get things done. That's the only way we can flourish. A Liberian connection, we're moving. We are moving. We move. So I mean, Emirates, my favorite airline, Emirates. So all these things, all these things, we need to come together as a group. We live. Some of us, a lot of us live in the U.S. We see all these great things happening, but even the U.S. was not built by one person. Nor all the companies that you guys see in the U.S. built by the government. Okay, so if you go there and you say, okay, the country don't have X, Y, and Z, like I said, or the country, oh, in Liberia we don't have a lot of janitorial services, somebody to come and clean. Well, what are you doing? What are you thinking about? Maybe you need to think about it in that direction, because now you brought it up, so now you think about it and try to do it. So we need to just take action in things, and instead of just complaining. All right, complaining and complaining. If you don't see things there, you need to ask yourself, how can you get it there? Okay. A lot of the opportunities there are vast opportunities, but who will take action is some of is a problem. Who is going to take action? Who is going to say, you know what, with all these barriers, there's a lot of barriers, with all these things and issues, people not attending meetings, people not want to contribute, all this stuff, we know they're there, right? But you have to maintain certain level of focus. Okay, what time it is in the US there, in California, because I have a meeting at 12:30. You guys hold on. What time is it? What time is it in California, you guys? I have a meeting, California. I have a meeting with my lawyers. So we need to really maintain a focused mind, and we need to work together as a group in order for things to be moving. Because I tell you the truth, if we don't contribute to Liberia, nobody will. And let me tell you, government will come and go, but you're there. You have property there, you have family there. You want your country to do better, but you got to do it. If you don't do it, then I have no advice for you. We all have to do it. We all have to make our contributions directly or indirectly. It's very important. Every day, my friend from London. Hi, Samuel from London. I mean, I mean, Ghana. We move, you guys. We move. So anyway, so I talked about things that I observed when I was in Liberia. Everything is just one, and some of the most important things that we need. I talk about the road aspect. People need to mobilize and fix their roads. People need to also think outside the box. If you have a problem that there's only one grocery store, you mobilize and you guys put another grocery store. Okay, these things are just easy, 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 easy. If you realize, actually, I want to cut my hair. You guys see my hair in Liberia. I want to cut my hair at the Royal Grand Hotel place, and I was asking the young man. I said, "Oh, each time I go to these places in Liberia, I ask, well, how long have you been working here?" "Oh, I've been working here for 8 years." And I said, "Oh, so you've been cutting hair here for 8 years. Have you thought about your own business?" "Oh, um, I have to ask my bosses if I can go cut hair to somebody's house." Because I asked about mobile service, where you can go to the person's house and then you cut their hair. Because in Ghana here, I always have the guy come to my place to cut my hair. And honestly, I've been cutting my hair a lot because it's only $4. So, so anyway, I lost my train. Okay, so I went over there, And I got my haircut and I asked the guy, and he told me he'd been working there for, the extended time that I've said, 8 years or so, 7, 8 years. And I asked him what stops him from like opening his own place. He just said, he'll give me excuses. Oh, I have to tell my bosses that I'm gonna be cutting somebody's hair. Oh, mosquito, I rebuke you. Now I'm about to email. There's no way. I'm gonna be going inside soon, you guys. I'm afraid of mosquitoes. So, um, he has to go to people's houses. He would need to ask his bosses before he can go to somebody's home to cut their hair. He's just not brave enough. And then the other thing I asked him, I said, okay, but what stops you from doing this thing on the side part time, going to people's houses to cut their hair? He said, Liberian people don't support each other. So I said, but I'm a Liberian, I came to cut my hair to this place. He said, well, because, you came to Royal Hotel for service. And I said, let me tell you something. I don't have to come to Royal Hotel for service. There's so many places. Even where I'm at, people can cut hair everywhere. Okay, I'm only here because I realized there's a hair service. I came to do my nails, and I realized there's a service here for hair. That's the only reason why I came here. But now, when I have my braids, I used to go to Liberian people. One girl actually used to come to my house to braid my hair. So it's not that Liberians don't support each other. I also think that if you say Liberians don't support each other, you also need to ask yourself, like, how are you marketing yourself? What are you doing to have Liberian to come and support your business? That's one of the things that. So that was that one place to cut my hair. Okay, and then next to the Royal Hotel, there's another hotel that they can do the same service. But let me tell you something. Why do I have to go to only hotels to get this kind of service? Why you can have a little nice barber shop somewhere, like maybe in that same place, and get hair cutting going, so I can have options? Like, why everything must just be one, making things so expensive in the place? I don't know, I'm tired of talking. You guys, man, it's very frustrating actually, because people want to go to Liberia, and then people call me, Emma, I'm trying to run away from that place. And I say, why? Oh, because they say, oh, I spend too much money. It's because things are too expensive. Very little competition, little to no competition. Everything is like an arm and a leg. If you have like shopping centers all over the place, why would I want to buy something that I could buy from this other person for $2? Why would I go buy it for $5? It's the same thing. But because we don't have that kind of competition, we'll always be trying to buy something from one place. You see there? So I'm in Ghana here partially because for the construction company, we're trying to have manufacturers give us roofing materials. Like I just got a good vendor for Decra roofing in Liberia. Decra zinc in Liberia. Per piece is $10. In Ghana here is $4. Okay, $4. So I went to the supplier and I told him. He said, look, girl, it's a big contract though. It's $15,000-$30,000. And I said, Charlie, I'm a business person, I don't mind for you to supply me that crap. You guys. Because there's just one. I'm tired. One of each. So my construction company, you just watch out. We will be supplying tiles. We'll be supplying roofing materials. We'll be supplying electrical fencing. Let me tell you now. You just stay tuned. You don't tune. Just stay tuned. But look. So these are some of the conversations I'm having here. I have a lot of suppliers already looking to supply us. First, we're starting with roofing. Decra roofing only. Decra roofing. From Decra roofing, we're getting tiles. From tiles, we're getting electrical fencing. Those supply mass quantity, okay? We're not trying to do like these little things, buying little cartoon, and mass supplies. So we can supply you guys. Instead of going buy Decra roofing for 10, you can now buy it for $6-7. You feel me? So this is not because I don't want to make profit. I want to make profit. But at the end of the day, if we have these things available, we will not be talking about someone building zinc. We'll not be talking about there's no facelift. People now will build decent things because they have easy access to them. So that's what we're trying to do. I'm here, we're trying. I have met with so many suppliers who are willing to supply us with these things. You don't have to build a house to come buy your zinc from my shop. You don't have to build your house with me to buy your electrical fencing, equipment. You don't need to build a house with me to buy your tiles. So I'm just trying to see like some things that really people suffer. Another thing is like the wooden tiles that people suffer so much to get in Liberia. I'm trying to get it there, so that way you guys who want wood on your floor, you can get it. Thanks, honey. So you can get it, okay? So in the near future, once we establish brand loyalty within the market, this is what Indians and Lebanese people have. The people are very loyal to buying from them because they've established themselves as such. So in the near future, part of the business plan is to make sure we supply the Liberians to come to the place, get it from us, and sell it. Even if that $1 they add there, it will not be $10 per piece. I'm telling you, it's a simple math. Simple math, you guys. We need more people supplying these things in order for things to be cheaper. Why in Ghana here, the place that we're building, and I would not a lot of my project, I promise myself not to disclose it on this YouTube because there's so many enemy of progress, but I will talk about it verbally. One of the places that we're building, if I tell you, say we have 2 buildings up, 2 buildings down, 1 bedroom, 4 apartments, $50,000. You will ever believe me? You will never believe. In Liberia, that thing is double. And I tell my clients all the time, the reason it's double is because the pricing material. It's not because I'm charging too much, oh, Charlie. I'm not charging you too much, you guys. It's because when you've already calculated your material cost, because things are so expensive. I show one of the engineers. I got a Ghanaian engineer, by the way. I show him like some of the estimates. He said, Emma, this is half of what you should be paying or you should be charging. And I told him, I said, do you know how much a bag of cement is? Do you know how much tile is? He said, oh, Liberia is expensive, cry. Yes, Liberia is expensive, cry, because there's only one supplier. But if we have too expensive, but we will change things. I'm very optimistic. I told someone on the plane the other day, she said, Emma, you're too optimistic for Liberia. I said, I'm very optimistic, oh, because at the end of the day, they say if you don't clean your house, who will clean your house? You got to clean your own house. And you guys, it's getting dark, oh. Hold on, let me turn on the light. You guys, hold on. Let me turn on the light. Okay, so, oh, damn, that chair's about to fall up, yo. So anyway, if we don't have, I think this chair's not good. Give me a moment. Okay, so if you don't have competition, you guys, we are going to always keep paying for a lot. So some of us say, okay, instead of buying all this plenty stuff from here and paying so much money, let us get it from China. It's cheaper in China, but then now to get to the port, you will have gray hair. The gray hair you never had before, you're going to have it. Because now the people at the port, they want to exploit you. They want to take so much from you, you will give up and you get tired. So the issues are just, the issues too many. But we'll move. We'll move. So this is why when you look at when they say only two sectors working in Liberia, I like to think that's true, but then I like to think that's not true necessarily. It's just you don't know who's making the money. You just don't know. People think only nightclubs and building materials are selling. No, that's not true. You just don't know who holds the economy. That's why. Um, but every day people are building. Every day people are being charged for things that could be far lower because we don't have competition. A lot of the building material stores over there, they all know each other. They all work together because they are all foreigners. There's only one building material store, only one Liberia building material store in that country that I know. Okay, don't quote me as far as Emma said. Only one building material store in all of Liberia that I know, and that's a building material store in Brewerville. And I told my staff, this is the only place in Brewerville we buy the materials from. And my engineer, one of my engineers says, but what if the people too expensive? So I said, let's go have meeting. Let's go have meeting with them. So I sat with them. I told them, I said, look, I have option to buy from other people. I'm just trying to patronize your business. So you're like, bro. So let me tell you something. I need percentage off. Finish. I get a man my breakdown. I told him, I said, look, the Indian guy down the street was willing to give me this, but I won't bring my business to you because I want to support your business. I want your business to flourish. You know what the man said? The man said, what is this, the quantity you're looking for? I told you, I said, right now, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that. Can you do it or not? So we sat down, we talked, just joke aside. I mean, we had to go through all the formularities, the formalities type of thing, and then we have to like come up to like a so we had to like go through the formalities and then come to like a mutually beneficial agreement, okay? Because I don't just want to benefit from him, and I just don't want him to be benefiting from me as well. We need to like, both of us need to be happy. He told me like, this is how much I'm getting from my suppliers, this is how much my profit is, and I think, okay, let's be fair, let's come to a middle ground. And so that's the person we get our building materials from in Brewerville, and I think it's fair. But he's the only Librano that I know. Now, on the whole highway, there's no one Liberian person selling my building materials. So you have no choice. You have no choice but to buy from there. So if you had some of us, okay, on that belt, or if we were just to put together, because if you guys see the Seti brothers, they call Seti brothers, so they're not only just brothers, so they're a bunch of other people from the same region. They all combine and they have that business. So when you're just Seti brothers, they're not just two people. The people get together. If I sell my tire $5, and Stefan is my brother, for example, and Stefan guy is still 5 miles down the street, you come to me and say, oh, if I tell you $5, you say, oh, you know, Emma is too expensive, let me go to Stefan. Stefan and I, we are brothers, so Stefan will start acting to you $5. So some of y'all, let me tell you how they put in work in that country. Let me spend my rock. The people, they know each other, they talk, they're good, they work together. So when you say you're going to the place and you go buy it for $10, then when you know the person to $10, that the same person you're going to buy it from, that the same person. But what we don't do is what they do. That's what they do so well. They work together. They work together. That's why somebody else say, oh, the cement by 850 to this place, and if the other person say 850 to the other place too. They're the same people. They're the same people. Do you know how I know? Okay. Every time my staff go there and want to do partnership, book, say no, they want me to bullet it. So I go there. I say, okay, sir, let's get in the contract for tiles. The man say you want to see all our business document before you do, which is fine. Again, formality. Formality is good. So we show everything. The guy say, okay, we can be a vendor for tiles. These are the prices. You know, we'll give you extra special price, and we'll price the other people special. You guys will pay more and we'll pay less. Fine. Then I start to ask some questions. You know, I'm very curious though. So I asked. The man said, we are We are 5, 6, 7 people that own the one store. He said we have colleagues that own tiles in the one store. We have colleagues that own the steel. We have colleagues that own the potty. So my staff, he was saying, I said, be quiet. I want, I kind of pinch him, like, just don't say anything. He said that's the only way we prosper. We have to work together in order for things to go far. Because he said even as my one person, I can pull like 40,000 in materials. So I have to go to 5 people, 5,000, 5,000, 6,000, 6,000, 10,000, 10,000. We put all that together. We put our goods in the store. You come, you buy tires for my brother. You can't buy, but it seemed like it's just my shop. It's just a simple thing. But like, man, let me tell you something. If it's not for one person, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. That's how we are. It's not going to work. And it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. That's why we're not moving. We're not moving because everybody just, one person wants to take glory. We can't move like that. We can't move like that. When I have a shop and I say, you girl, I have a space, so come and rent my space inside my shop, so that when my customer come, they will even know you because you're there. I will go open my own store over there. You're not thinking how there will be so much traffic to your business, so you're only thinking about it's good to have my own thing. It's like the mindset is bad. I have some friends in Ghana here. Let me give you an example. You see the place I am right now, this apartment here, I don't pay at all. At all. These are my real estate friends. You get. A friend of mine was coming from Liberia and he asked. He said, I want a place. So I texted another friend of mine. The friend I have this place, Stephen. He said I have a friend that has a place. But the guy is renting his place for $120 per night. Apple Residential. So I said my friend can only pay $70. He said, Emma crap, it's too small. So I asked, I asked him, I said, when the last time you had people in your apartment? He said, some 2 months ago, because it's a low season. So I asked, will you rather have $70 or have an empty apartment? He said, you are right. I said, oh, I see. Automatically that guy got 2 weeks money, instead of that his apartment sitting down there. What I've been tell you, it's 120 and that's it. 120 and that's it. That's bad. Bad mentality, bad. A slow dime is better than a fast nickel, you guys. Slow dime is better than a fast nickel. If somebody come to you with some good idea, you don't just trash it because you want to do things on your own. Doing things on your own is not bad though. It's just better if you have like-minded people that go in the same direction, you'll go there. That's the way that country will change. Because everybody been doing their own thing. Has it worked? No. Doing the same thing that doesn't work repeatedly is called insanity. It doesn't work. Don't keep doing the same thing. Do something else. Group definitely. Economics, very, 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 very essential for development. If you guys want to take a look at American history, it wasn't built on just an individualistic perspective. Although America is very egocentric, right, and ethnocentric. But at the same time, when it comes to development, it's like a group. So when we are looking at doing things there, collect, we can individually purchase land, but when you're looking at making a bigger impact, look at it from a larger scale. That's macro and micro level, MIC and MAC. You need to look at it in a larger scale. Think about bigger impact. If I come to you right now and say, this invest, we need to invest 200,000. I'm giving an example, and say, oh, Emma, if somebody say, Emma, you have 10% because we have maybe 20, 30. My thing is, I'm okay with 10%. It's gonna, first of all, I'm not gonna spend too much money. That's what I'm thinking. I'm also gonna have a lot of people with different ideas. That's all I'm thinking. But to say, oh, because I want 100%. In business, you as the owner of business, don't even need to have 100%. Doesn't make no sense. So we need to start really thinking on a deeper level when we do things in our country. The same idea, the person I met, when I met on the plane, I gave her the same idea. I said, look, her name is Abigail. I said, Abigail, Airbnb in Liberia, I tell you, my sister, people don't book it, but we don't trust it. And number two, you're too damn expensive in our country, Airbnb. After I said, my sister, put your thing to $45 per night. You get solar panels already, so electricity bill, weigh your bill and weigh your profit. My sister, just do it. Abigail place is booked. It's just but if she was just sitting there waiting for $100 per night, my dear, it's not going no place. No place. Like, it's better to get 10,000 customers paying $2 than to get 5 customers paying $500. I'm telling you, it's a simple math. So what I'm trying to tell you and encourage you is, it's okay to mobilize. It's okay to work in groups, like-minded groups, because not all groups will be heading in the same direction. Some people will actually pull you down, but that's why you need to get like-minded people to work with you. And that doesn't mean you're perfect. That doesn't mean that everything will go right, but it just means that you guys are focused, trying to make a change, trying to make a bigger impact. Perfect. Charlie not like money. The Charlie say you can't tell me say you meant to blow for 120. I said, Charlie, you gotta put that down, oh Charlie. You have to put it down, Charlie, because you have not had people for 2 months. Because the guy can say, Emma, you're very difficult too. And I said, but Charlie, don't you have money for 2 weeks? But it's true. It's really true. So instead of just thinking on a small scale, you need to start thinking bigger. You need to start thinking how it creates a larger impact than hotels. Too expensive, man. Like, why you want to rent a hotel to me for $270 and you're not JW Marriott? Are you kidding me? Charlie Pa, I'm not doing it all. No, but that's because we don't even have competition. But let me tell you something. Sherrington would take every Liberian hotel out of business. Let me tell you something right now. Right now. That Sherrington hotel, the building right in single there, it will wipe all the hotel businesses that are on our whole single belt. Because the people need recognition. Number one, Sherrington. Y'all know what Sherrington hotel. You guys have heard Sherrington. And two, cry. The people, when they set the price and then they observe the market, it's not going good, they will reduce it. Like, when people over there, the hotel over there, they will keep it at 270, 170, 180, 200. That's why Sherrington can take it out of business. Can you imagine per night? Though. The last time I saw Farmington Hotel was 170. And then, the people funny. Each time flights are coming, they put it to 270 because they know that they've already got the contract with Askai. They got the contract with Brussels. They got the contract with most of the airlines over there that goes there, the Farmington. So I observe when the airline comes in, and I check the prices, and it goes between 170 when the airline people are not there, and it comes to 270 when the airline people are there. I just laugh. Me, my pay 270 for hotel. I'm on crowd. No, but it's actually really sad. But you know the reason why? By that airport, people will have to pay that amount because you there, you come late. Your plane arrives late. You don't want to drive all the way to Monrovia. You only have one choice. Because the thing is, if you want to drive to Royal Ambassador Hotel, the other one that's about maybe 10 minutes from the airport, you're still driving. All you thinking like, why would I even want to drive that night? You want to stay right there. Now let me tell you something. You think if they have like Airbnbs, beautiful apartments around that area, yeah, just tell me if that hotel would be 270 per night. Never, never ever. But because that whole airport, there's only one hotel, so your options are very, very, very limited. You have no option actually. So that's what's happening. So that is the issues that we're having, you guys. I'm trying to make sure the mosquito don't touch my foot. So that is the major issue that we are having over there. Lack of competition, lack of great economics, lack of thinking capacity, uh, a lot of things really. So, I mean, we can identify the issues, right? But then we need to also be solution driven. So, what are the solutions to the issues that we identify, the things that we talk about on this channel? A lot of you, I've seen you, I've interacted with you somehow, and I see that you guys are working. But let us try to do like a collective effort. Let us do things collectively. We'll move forward if we do things collectively. If we do things collectively, we'll move forward. Can somebody just tell the time? Tell me the time right now. California, and just put like PST, Pacific Standard Time. I need to be on the meeting at 12:30. So if you guys can do that, that would be great. What time is it in LA, you guys? Because I have a meeting with people in LA, so that's why. Nobody checking the time for me. What gonna be so? Okay, 11:57. Okay, I have. Let me see. So it's at 12:30 with my wonderful, wonderful lawyers. Okay, so that is just that, you guys. Thank you very much. And hair color. Oh, did you really? Wait, Ralph, is that you? Is that you, the guy who does my hair, Ralph? What are you doing on my channel? Anyway, that's the guy. I think that's the guy that does my hair in Pasadena, California. Hey, you. I'm currently in Africa, so that's why you haven't seen me over there. My hair. I redid my hair color. But yeah, so guys, let us think. Yeah, I redid my hair in Liberia. I colored this hair in Liberia, and then I got the cut in Ghana. Well, I got another cut in Ghana because I cut my hair every week because it's $4. So so yeah. I'm thinking about doing braids, getting rid of this haircut. Anyway, so I mean, we have to really think as a group, and we have a shopping center group, and I love that group. They're just the thing so fast. Like on top, to be honest with you, that group I have very little involvement. Every time I read in there, like people are coming with ideas, people are talking about different things, and I'm very proud, and I can't wait for us to kick off that project construction in October. But that's pretty much what we are doing. We are contributing in that way as well, just doing things as a group, as a unit, instead of individualized projects, those type of things. So yeah, that's it, Charlie. I need to go. You see, yeah, you see the airport. You can see the airport. You can see the airport light though. Yeah, that was top plate because when I got compare it to the yo, really get mad. But anyways, there's a lot of development that are going to be coming to the Roberts International Airport surrounding area. That's part of the reason why I decided to have my third community development over there, because we need to have we need to, when people come, they need to see the beauty, and they need to see that yes, I have a place here to stay without driving to Monrovia around the airport. That's why I opened the third community there. And myself, I have some 30 acres. Personally, I'm going to be looking for investors, outside investors, so we can really build on that 30 acres. And it will be commercial real estate on the 30 acres, around that airport belt. And to really give that look, I mean, however way we can contribute. I'm gonna be looking at getting some of my investor friends from Nigeria, Ghana, some of them to come on board with me, so we can develop that 30 acres into like residential, commercial space that people can really see. Like, oh, that's nice, that's nice. Shopping center, apartments, nice stuff. So yes, I know, I miss you guys too at the shop. I'm heading to Nigeria on Saturday. My artist is going to be shooting his video, and then I'll be heading back to the US by the 24th, I think. Anyway, you guys take care and be blessed. I think that is all. Stay tuned for more community development stuff. We're developing, we're moving quietly and peacefully, and you guys just stay tuned. Let's stay tuned. We have a lot coming up, and my thing is like results, and to have things actually moving and building. So I'm really excited for Burrville community, that after the water project, people are going to start building their homes, and so that people can actually see and say, yeah, this already in what you've been talking about, and not be play. I just like how I be doing my thing, and not be play, Charlie. Yaka baka. Anyway, you guys take care. Stay safe, be blessed. The mosquito want to email my people. Yep. Okay, you guys take care, be blessed, be peaceful, contribute to Liberia however you can, and just spread love however you can. Be in groups, discuss ideas, don't be gossiping, okay? Thank you. Yeah, it's late. It's late out here in Ghana. Not necessarily late, because after this live, I have a meeting with my lawyers. After that, I will be going to Osu to go buy some banku and some fish and eating. Cause there's a Liberian restaurant. Let me tell you a quick funny story. Okay, we will stop gossiping. Look, the gossiping thing, right? The time you take to gossip, you can be sitting with your friends to like brainstorm ideas on like how to invest in a stock portfolio, how to like get on some type of investment, how to like acquire property. Like, the time you would take to gossip, really, you can do that. Honestly, you see, me, I have a Kenyan friend, Winnie. When me and Winnie talk, no gossip, no gossip. The moment I call her, she's Abariyako, Sasa, Mambo, Poa. That's my Swahili. That's how far it goes. After we do that, our greetings, then I ask, how's your man? She asks, how are you, Emma? How's your family? Then we get the business. And then we start to talk about Kenya, like what she got developing there, and she sees my YouTube. She said, hey, I watched this video, what's up? My friend's a mechanical engineer, so we talk like, she tells me like, how do you think you can use AI? Have you heard about this talk? And then we just very productive, and then from there we talk about next vacation spot, and peace out. My other friends, same thing. I don't want gossip, I want money and I want change. So when you sit with people that just gossip, it doesn't help. It doesn't help your life at all. But anyway, let me talk about my Liberian lady. So this Liberian lady, I came to Ghana on June 22nd, 23rd. This last June. And when I came, I started buying my own groceries, fruits, vegetables, breakfast stuff, those type of things that I like to eat. And then the artist was like, Emma, I want Liberian food, I want Liberian food. So then one of my clients to the Corporal Brown Skin, she introduced me to the lady. She said, oh, the lady has Liberian food, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, great. So every time I text the lady, I say, ma'am, what do you have? She says, I have 3 soup. I said, what? So every day the lady got pepper soup. The pepper soup is an everyday soup, okay? And then she does like raw greens, beans tabagi. And then the next day, potato greens, beans tabagi. The next day, palava sauce and water greens, tabagi. Okay, that's what she does. So one day I decided to order the food from her. And I got palava sauce, the other person got whatever. But the pepper said, let me. Now my grandma can say, what kind of cook are you? Because I don't like pepper. I don't like pepper. So I ate that for my stomach and plate. Oh my God. It burnt. I'm like, okay. You see, that's why when I cook in California, I don't put pepper on my food. I just make sure that it's clean. It's still Liberian food. It tastes good to me. But there's too much pepper. I can't do it. I don't want to put so much pepper. I call the mom said I can go. I said, I can't my so. So you want to tell me say you can't cook. You can't cook the pepper on the side. The mom said I have to season everything with pepper. Oh, I don't know what I'm saying. So we ordering all the time. We ordering what's the advantage design. I said, look, I told my artist, I said, you can order Liberian food, but I'm not eating that. Finally, she called me. She said, oh, I have 2 subo. I said, okay, what's up? She said, oh, there's one I put small pepper and there's one I put a lot of pepper. I said, but you know what I want to get the small pepper one, please, I beg. So she sent a cassava leaf one day and the pepper was better. Okay, better. So I told her, I said, you really improving your business and so because now you are going to lose me as a customer. Yeah, so cool, but pepper, but I don't like pepper. I don't like pepper at all. Mama, everybody can wonder, say, what kind of cool guy are you? There's so many things about cool people that people are like, are you cool for real? No, I'm cool always, but I don't like pepper. So I said, at least you're learning because you're going to lose me as a customer and then there's money passing by you because I was never going to be ordering from you. All that plenty pepper you cooking. So she modified it and she just give me, when I order the food and she said, okay, the driver's here, the driver dropping your food off. I add a small little pepper and then the other one is a lot of pepper for your artist. So then I realized she was not doing good for her business. I'm always trying to find ways for people to improve their business. Okay. So I asked her, I said, okay, how do people deliver the food? And she said, when you pay me, I order Uber. And Uber will drop off the food to your place. I had the Uber been dropping it off. So I thought about it for a second. I said, there's 40 cities, 30, 40, 50 cities that I pay her. She pay Uber. Can the woman not get a bike? What kind of back in the day behavior is this? So I asked her, I said, how long you been in business? She said 4 years. I said, oh, so for 4 years, you've been having Uber eat your money, right? And you okay with that? She said, what are you talking about? So I told her, I said, how much is bike? She said 5,000 cities, 6,000 cities. I said, that's about 400, 500 because the rate is like 11.56. So if you do the conversion, it's probably like 480, 500 bucks. So I asked her, I said, so how long does it take you to get 5,000 cities? Emma, what's your point? I said, my point is you can cut out the middleman and get your own delivery. That's my point. You know what she said? She said her hair spinning. Oh, I never thought about that though. Oh, and I'm like, huh? You don't know that the 30, 40 city I pay you, if you get someone to do bike and they do 10 delivery, you can even pay them 100 cities, 200 cities for that delivery, and you take the rest for yourself. The woman say, hey, I saw my consultancy fee. She laughed. It's just small, simple. And that I did not free you, but I get to that woman for free. Have a good night.